Good evening, how are we doing guys? Welcome to Just Trains. In tonight's stream it's all about the Midland Main Line. We're going to be doing a couple of scenarios from the actual products themselves. We're going to be doing one from the free scenario pack, which we released at Christmas as our Christmas giveaway. And we're also going to be doing a scenario off the Derby, Nottingham and Leicester route. So we've been covering a few sections of the route this evening. So we'll start off at Totton. We're going to head towards Barrow Hill via the Earwash Valley on that one. And then I think we go up towards Door Tunnel as well, which is just before Door and Totley on that run. Second scenario is the new measurement train, which starts at Leicester and heads down to Derby RTC. Well, I think Derby RTC or Etches Park is one of the other. It's in that area anyway. On that, so so that's that. Along with that, there's some exciting offers as well. So if there's anything you want in the Midland Main Line range that you haven't got yet, or you've been holding off for a sale, then tonight's your lucky night, guys. Who's in first of all before we get on with that lot? It's Tommy Tom 93. Good evening, Arsenal fan 12. Good evening, Stu Harris, Robbo as well. Willow. Good evening, Matthew 5774. Good evening, Nigel. Good evening, and Rob Allen and Dave Thistle. Good evening. How are we doing, guys? And if you're in the chat or if you're just having a watch and just in the lurk, good evening to you all as well. And thank you very much for taking the time to come and join us this evening. Right, so let me do the plan thing. So the plan will show up on Twitch, but what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to copy it over and I'll just put it into the other chats as well. It's just the way that the restream stuff works, unfortunately. So you may see it twice, but it'll output everywhere else in a second. Right, so that's that. Let's unpause the game. We'll wait for our train to turn up. Hello, driver. We're currently waiting to take over our service. It's just about to cross over. When 66616 does arrive, you'll need to click it to take control. You'll then drive 6 Mike 51 to Barrow Hill, where the wagons will be dropped off before you work 0M51. Righty-o. Robbo, what's the issue, mate? Let us know. Northern English Geezer, good evening. Something I can sort of assist with on here, then I'll do my best. If not, I will point you towards the support team. We'll help you out as best we can on here first. Oh, is it your personal route? Sorry, I thought you meant with Midland Main Line. I think I saw something that you mentioned something you had some issues somewhere, to be favourable. Gary, good evening. So it'll be a little bit quiet the game at the moment, but you should hear train in a moment. It's just coming over the crossover now. So whilst we are waiting, we are at Totton, which is the huge depot, which is fully functional in terms of driving as well. So you can actually place your trains, drive through it as you wish. You can explore the whole depth of this place. Got the fueling roads as well, fully operatable. So there's our train coming over now. So as you can see, huge place. As well, this is the largest yard and operating depot in the country. Also one of the busiest freight routes as well in the country, this. So now actually held off for a sale until January, but it didn't come to have everything released. Can recommend those not having these routes as a total saving of £16. There you are. Happy days indeed. I can't read that, it's so small. Thank you very much for the like there. Oh, it's Parson Lukey. That's popped up, it's a Twitch one. There we go. Once you've got the cab set up, you may depart. Maximum speed on this working is 60 miles per hour. Oh, have you not got any backups at all there, Robbo? I've like the track spin, which you may be able to like revert to. You should always make a backup every day. Always recommend doing backups of track files, just so you can revert back if you need to do so. Right, so train is set up. I'm just going to pause here for a moment before we set off. So, right, so we've got some brilliant offers on for you guys this evening. what I'm going to do is going to pop a link up into the Restream chat. I'm going to distribute this through the whole of the free platform. So this will pop up. So that link takes you to the Midland Main Line products. So there's a selection of the products on sale. So I'll read them out in the order they appear on the actual website. So Midland Main Line Derwent Valley is down to £5.99. Should be £7.99. The base route, which is Midland Main Line Sheffield and Derby, is now 1874. So it should be usually £24.99. Erewash Valley down from £12.99 to £9.74. You've also got the extension of the Derby Nottingham Leicester. That is down to £14.99. That's down from £19.99. Barrow Hill stays as it is because it's a fairly new product and it's as it is. Of course, you've got the Midland free scenario pack in there too. The standalone of Derby Nottingham Leicester, however, has stayed at its same price. But as you can see there, there's a good selection of offers to be had this evening, and those will last up through the week as well. So do take a look at them if it's something in there that you wish to go for. Alright, so shall we get moving, guys? Aslu, good evening. How are you, mate? Well, I don't have a clue there, bro. That's quite interesting. Because usually track-related stuff can be it can be sort of recovered. Have you tried cloning the route just to see if it loads up as a clone? Spotting Southeast, good evening. We're very well as well, thank you very much, Az. Thanks as always for asking, and hope you're doing well as well, Rose Squadron. Oh, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff there, Az. So we're heading north out of Totton. I'm going to take the run along the Erewash Valley first of all. Again, this scenario you're seeing currently is off the free scenario pack which we released at Christmas. So if you've got the Midland Main Line and you want some extra free scenarios, do head to that site. The link I've just popped up, you can find that on there as well. There's a selection of freight and passenger workings to be had there. I'm driving with brakes on apparently as well. Better take them off, haven't I? Rangerell, good evening, and hope you're doing well there. Spotting Southeast, you have a gift for the JT team. It can't work. Odd. Interesting. What's the gift? So Rogues, yeah, so the two scenarios that we're doing are available. As I say, this one we're doing on the free scenario pack. The second one comes with Derby, Nottingham and Leicester. Well, Jim, good evening, how are we doing? I don't know what to suggest there, Ripple. I've never had that issue on any of my things. Sometimes when I have stuff that does crash, I go into like scenarios, for example, is I'll open RW Tools, very very slightly change something in the like description or the briefing, saving it usually solves it. But yeah, root files themselves, I've never actually seen that like that. So again, I don't know what to suggest. I do hope you get it sorted and figured it out. Yeah, I've took them off AWS. You should change your name to Don't Forget the Brakes. Good evening to you as well. So the only routes you need, Nigel, are Marsinger and Atlantic High Speed now. Hope these will be included on your offers soon. Made by Marsinger on Steam, as it was reduced at Christmas by 25%. Not interesting. No, double yellow there. So we're heading towards Trowell Junction. I assume there's a service coming over. We've been given a double. So, Razwell, you're driving the MML itself at the minute on the 56. Excellent. Hope you're enjoying the run. Sounds good. Oh, it was Twitch. You mean bits for Twitch Spotting Southeast? Yeah, we don't have any stuff like that on this channel. We don't have any affiliation or any bits and pieces for subbing or out like that on here. We just virtually do the streams just to show the products off. So of course you guys purchasing them products is enough for us. So Red signal's just down at the bottom there. DJ's there with the yellows. Need a red. It's a red next. Thank you. Hope everyone's having a good week. Well, good Monday up to now. It's the beginning of the week. Hope everyone had a good week last week and weekend just gone. Whatever you was up to with your train simming adventures. Yeah, we did Martinshire, I think, last year on the stream. We did have a go at that. The full end-to-end run, I think it was. I think, was it? No, it might have been. No, it might not have been Martinshire. I don't think I've done Martinshire. I definitely have done one of the fictional routes. It possibly could have been Valley Corridor. Was it Valley? That's it. I know I'd done one of them. That's a unicorn. A very good evening to yourself as well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Josh Trains, good evening. How you doing, mate? So we are being held here currently. There'll be a service coming off from Nottingham. So we'll be held behind him as well. We'll stop just there, just that way we can see the signal change. I mean, I don't even know if it's come off the actual junction itself yet. I'm doing well, thank you, Josh. Just going to go and take a look. Oh, I can see a service on its way down. I've done enough HLE jobs this year. Already. So you can just see here as well, just the height difference already. So you can see that the incline's quite a steep one coming off from Nottingham down to Trowell Junction against our line we're currently on. So it's quite a climb when you head towards Nottingham. There's a 158 coming as well. Well, that way as well. Nope, just the one. It's coming around the bend now. It's weird. Just got up to Cardiff, noticed the train wasn't correct, so I sorted it out. At that point, Google Maps always stopped working. I was getting blue spinning circles, so I saved it and it doesn't want to load. Strange. Very strange. So the blue circle spinning means that there's obviously an issue with the overlay. Possibly API or out, something like that. Good, thank you very much, Josh, as well. So, we're going to wait for him to clear, and then we should get the road. He's just crossing over ahead of us. Snaky, snaky, snaky. Clacky 158. Well maintained, it's northern. Put my light on. But look like I'm sat in a tunnel. There we go. Let there be light and all that. Right. 24 miles between here and Barrow Hill. We're going to drop off our wagons and then we're going to head back to Chesterfield. It does say as far as Door, so we should be going to Door on top of the tunnel. Right, so you're wanting some more disk space. Would like to know whether Train Sim or TS World routes can be stored and played. So, let me just put this into forward, it always helps, doesn't it? There we go. So, your game has to be installed all together. You can't split the install. So, you can't install the base game and put the routes in another installation as far as I'm aware. It has to all be together. I don't know how it works working off a portable drive. I personally wouldn't go and run it off a portable. I would keep it all on a main SSD or hard drive. I fully recommend SSDs over your train sim, definitely, because that really does improve the like the load speed and stuff like that, and it does reduce some of the stuttering. But to split them up in terms of install, it can't be done as far as I'm aware. It would be a case of obviously having to upgrade to a larger size disc if you wanted to do it that way. I mean, you could give it a go on installing the whole game onto a portable SSD and see how it works, but again, I don't know how it would work. Evening, Scott. So the scenario you see at the moment is off the free scenario pack, which is the one we released at Christmas. We're doing it is 6 Mike 51, which is Peterborough West Yard to Barrow Hill up sidings. We're doing this one at Totton, so literally I'll just set off and then we head all the way down there. The second scenario comes from the Derby, Nottingham and Leicester route, which is the new measurement train. So it's a HST, obviously, measurement train on the Valenta engine 2. Both scenarios are available to get hold of if you have the packs, so you can play these runs. I'm very well, thank you, Class 43. Not be doing well as well. So we are running on double yellows at minute, so the next one's going to be single. We should be at least cleared to go through Ilkeston, which is the first station. The newest station on the, of course, this section of route, opening in 2017. You're concerned that if you delete a set of points, is it meant to summon buffers? Yes, it will. If you take a piece of track away, it will summon buffers. But then you would have to join, press the weld tool, and it'll bring a little box above the track. You click that, and then it puts them and it connects them back together, and then buffers disappear. Currently under a single yellow there. Any idea on Hope Valley? It's going to be quite a while yet. But it's on the progression. It's going well. Oh, it has changed to yellow, so we'll knock them brakes off. This is Ilkeston. Again, as I say, this is the newest station on the route. All been open a couple of years. Next station we'll be going through will be Langley Mill. In a couple of miles' time, about 3 or 4 miles or so. It's not too far. Quite close, these stations. Coming to Bentley Viaduct, which is the grand old structure, spanning over the two areas there. Pop these brake. Oh no, don't go yellow again. So you've got an internal SSD and would intend to transfer probably the whole TS World 2 in game. I'd try first of all moving Train Sim World 2 over and see how it runs, because you can do it through Steam anyway. You can move games across. So with Train Sim World 2 probably being an easier game to move over compared to Train Sim Classic, I'd probably go with that and see how it runs before moving TS Classic over as well, if that's what you want to do. Just to sort of gauge on how it goes. But yeah, the other way would be, of course, uninstall stuff you don't play. if you do want to save some space. $152.21 has been blessed with your presence. Big gem. Have you ever created a new asset by merging, scaling multiple assets in a clever way to achieve something close to what you want? Do you mean kit bashing there, Dean? I do like a bit of kit bashing. I did some actually over the weekend on some of my own personal stuff. But yeah, sometimes we do have to do a bit of kit bashing to make things look like what they should be. Basically, it's a case of getting all the assets that look like what you want them to achieve, build them up like a Lego kit, really. You should sort of like attach things and join them together, and sort of like put things on top and attach things, and then hopefully it turns into something that you want. Sometimes you can't always get a custom asset, you see, so you do have to sometimes make do with what we have, and hope for the best. It looks good. I do enjoy doing a bit of kit bashing. You can get quite artistic with it. No problem, Nigel. Definitely see how you get on with it. Ooh, we're on yellow again. Service ahead's probably at Langley Mill. Stephen Smedley, good evening. Doing well, hope you're doing well as well. And yes, 66 on the MML, going well. Got a lengthy rake of, I think it's J&A's? That's a yellow Wade West. JXA's, sorry. They're all empties, these as well. APT, good evening. I like red signals. Yeah, I love a red signal, you know me. I try not to on here. I've got to make it look like I know what I'm doing. That's what we have to do here, you see. Looks to be a yellow up ahead. Just sort of see it on the back end of that station. So Langley Mill's coming up now, as you can just see, and it is yellow. So we can put a little bit more power back on. Excellent. No problem at all then, Nigel. Excellent stuff. Oh, hey, we're on greens. We're on the greens. Tom's safe. So next and last station to go through will be Alfreton. Probably about 10 miles or something like that. Where are we at here? Probably a little bit less than 10 actually, probably about 7 or 8. You're most welcome, Nigel. Batman, thank you very much for the follow. So we should be alright for a few signals now, because the service will have got ahead, although it possibly could be a case of yellows again for Alfreton. We'll play it by ear, see how we get on. Speedbird 019, thank you very much for the follow as well. Good evening. Do a little bit of an external view just so you can see the scenery. Do I have my anti-alias on full? No, it's not on full. It's, I think, 2x1 or something like that on the settings, on the drop-down box. The thing with train sim is, necessarily, it's not the case of having everything on full whack that makes it look and run better. Sometimes having it lower can be better. Thank you for the kind words there, Nigel. I'm glad to hear you enjoy them. So again, guys, anyone that's just recently joined and didn't hear at the beginning part, I will put, again, the link into the Midland Main Line stuff. The Gruff X, thank you for the follow as well. Good evening. I'll put it through the restream chat. That way it'll go through to everybody. So on there you'll see various offers that are running for the routes. I believe it's 25% off the ones that are on sale, so good saving there, all to be had. The thing I find with kit bashing as well is you'll know you've got these assets, but when you want them to make them look like something, you can't find them. But whenever you don't want them, you'll see them all the time in the list. Get trolled by assets. Compton 33, good evening. You enjoy the Western Main Line's route, but then you're a bit of a bias. You're down from the area. I'm glad to hear you enjoy it though. Thank you. You can get decent graphics out of train sim. You don't have to do too much to get the graphics to look nice, but yeah, it is a hog on other resources. You just got to get that happy medium really. You just have to tweak around with your settings and just not go too much over the top for what your system can do. You can get some nice results if you sit and take the time to have a look at what the settings are. I don't run on full settings either. Mine are, some of them are full, other ones are knocked down a little bit. Will there be a Just Trains Easter sale, like Steve? That will be one for Scott to answer. I know Scott's around, so if Scott's able to answer that one, do look out for a message off Scott there. Anthony Wright, good evening, hi there. So, forgot we was live streaming. Where are we driving to? We're driving towards Barrow Hill currently. We're on the Midland Main Line routes. So we're down the Earwash Valley at the minute, heading towards Alfreton for now. So we're coming up to Alfreton Tunnels. We're going to be going down through the rest of the Earwash onto the Midland Main Line and Sheffield Derby section. Then we'll soon enough again leave that section onto the Barrow Hill line, going to the yards there. And then we have another run on the Derby Nottingham Leicester section between Leicester and Derby with a new measurement train. The Gruff, good evening. Hi guys, I'm so glad that you found the stream. I'm a massive lover of trains and glad we've got the people now to enjoy and speak to about them. Currently work on the trains, but your dream job will be to be a train driver, so glad to have games like this. Excellent. Excellent stuff. You're in the right place. So that's what these streams are all about as well. Not just to us showing off the products, but obviously for you guys to engage in chat and obviously talk about stuff within the railways. So go for it. Any news about Reading to Westbury? It's progressing nicely. I'm currently working at Newbury at the minute, so I've reached Newbury. Mark's working around Taunton, I believe, this week. So progression is good. So I think Mark's progression so far is from Cowley Bridge down to Taunton virtually now, so he's got a good section done. I've done from Westbury as far as Newbury so far. Reading Station as well, that's begun working on now as well, so Will's working on making that model. Quite a big asset though, so it'll take a couple of weeks for that one to come. We will be doing a route building stream again soon, possibly could be next week for the route building one, so we will let you know. We have done our couple of driving ones. Wouldn't mind doing a route building one again. I do enjoy doing them. And it means I get some progression done as well at the same time. No problem, APT. I'll behave. I won't go for any red signals. Oh, excellent stuff there, Scott. See, Scott's a lovely guy. Ask and you shall get. So just passing West Houses. So there was a site here which used to be an old shed back in the steam era. There was also a junction as well down to one of the collieries just back behind that bridge as well on the right hand side. Neither can I, Anthony. Neither can I. I'm looking forward to getting hold of the Hope Valley and having a play on there. Especially in getting on the stream when the time comes. So we can share it with you lot. There's no photographical updates at the minute, but progression's in the right direction. It's moving forward. We'll be able to show you some screenshots at some point down the line. Don't worry. Paul Sean Campbell, good evening to yourself. How are you doing? So 7 miles to Chesterfield. It's probably about 5 to Claycross Junction now from where we are. I've read this, Dean. Someone mentioned to it the other night to me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that personally on the personal side of things for Train Sim. So that was Morton Loop on the right hand side there as well. Are you working tonight, Paul? Join me as well, because I am. It's always a busy one on a Monday. Hopefully you have a good shift. I think what Nigel means there is still the TGV Atlantic High Speed. There's another version of the French route. There's a different one which has been available for a few years on our site. But the newer one, which was Ashford to Lille, that has been moved away from Just Trains. The developer has decided to go with another publisher, I believe. I think he does have a Facebook group, Atlantic High Speed, so you can catch his updates on there. But yeah, it's nothing to do with us anymore. Not the speed down a bit, because I am actually speeding. Should be 60. The concrete edge on the left. So do you mean... I'm going to pause for a second. Do you mean this down here? That runs alongside the track? Dean? So the concrete stuff on the side of the track, that's the cable trunking. So basically stuff for signal cables and stuff like that is housed in there and runs alongside the railway. Robert Lashmar, good evening. Hi all. Newest Train Sim, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We like to vary it up, Anthony. We do mixtures between passenger and freight on the stream, along with our other stuff such as the route building stuff and asset development. So we do vary it up. So get a bit of everything on here. It's cool to see that and hear that your father was a EWS driver as well. That's cool. Where was he based? I think the idea is to put in that cable trunk into that concrete stuff to stop the cable feeds pull. I know it doesn't always work. Also, Robert, excellent. Thank you very much for purchasing. What was your first products of choice? I'd love to hear. Yeah, they're on every route, the trunking stuff. I think when they've done the sort of like the modern signal upgrades as well, it goes under like a plastic trunking these days rather than concrete. Must be easier for them to lay. Oh, Immingham. Sorry, got that wrong. Immingham. Excellent. Got my words muddled up then. Whereabouts in the UK am I? I'm in Blackpool. A little bit north, but I'm in Fleetwood, which is on the Fylde coast. That's where I'm from. So you went for the Class 20 Advance and also the JJA Auto Balancers. Good choice. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you very much for supporting. So we're heading towards Chesterfield currently. A couple of miles away. And then we're going to leave the Sheffield Derby section. We're going to diverge to the right and then head towards Barrow Hill, which is a short section. One of our recent add-ons to the route. So we released Barrow Hill just before Christmas, beginning of December I think it was actually, now. There's a nice short little extension to the Heritage Roundhouse. Wow, really, Anthony? Wow. Bet it's seen some change over the years. Oh, I don't know, Dean. I don't do it myself. I've not been anywhere near Blackpool. I try not to go anywhere near Blackpool on a normal day. Can't stand it. Only when I have to do my Heritage Tram driving. That's the only time you'll really see me go to Blackpool. Oh, excellent stuff. Good to hear there, Robert. Yes, indeed. Very sad news about the Llangollen. From the outskirts of Chesterfield. Sean Robertson, thank you very much for the like there. Good evening to you. Right, we're only a couple of miles to Barrow Hill now, so we'll leave the line here at Totton. I think I can see the yellow signal. Is that ours? It is. I'm just going to pop this again through as it's popped up onto Nightbot. It doesn't come through for everyone. This is the links for all the MML products, and if you follow there, you can see the offers that are available. 25% off on a variety of different products this evening. Ollie Courage, thank you very much for the like. Good evening. So now into the yard, which is on the right hand side, just outside Barrow Hill. But what we'll do as well, whilst we're up here, I will show you this Barrow Hill roundhouse, because we're literally outside it. We're just not going into the actual complex. Once you arrive at Barrow Hill, you'll need to uncouple from the train. We'll be leaving it there and heading as far as Door Curve Light Engine. So the new measurement train, it's the yellow HST that you may have seen up and down the main line, which tests the track, all sorts of stuff to do with the rails and stuff like that. Basically checks for wear and tear and all that sort of stuff. Runs at 125 mile an hour as it's HST, so we can do that. Quite a cool thing to see when you see it ever going past. So it's a shorter set as well than normal, like you would see as a 8-car train. I think it's 5-car for the test train. A few more products on your wish list so you can remember what to buy. Excellent. Any plans to update liveries on the JT221222 to include EMT? You won't be able to do anything with the 221 because EMT have never operated 221s. We've got EMT on the 222 pack along with EMR. So it's already available to purchase with them liveries. So we're going to Barrow Hill Reception 2. It should actually be set because it's all automatic points. Could we add to our library a 458 and a 442 Southwest Trains liveries with a couple of scenarios? We haven't got any plans to do any rolling stock at the moment. You can pick up the 442, however. There is one available on Steam. There is Southwest Trains liveries available out there as well. There isn't a 458 though available in TS. So we'll pull this as far down as we can, so we clear the actual points. What's my personal favourite out of the EMT and EMR liveries? Personally, you prefer the EMT, but find it very similar. I love the new Aubergine livery. You know, the first, the purple livery when they first released under EMR. I love that one. It looks rather smart as well on the Midland Main Line route in TS, and that is available in our pack. Evening, James. How are you doing? I'm just going to pull this down a little bit more. We probably will just about have this fit in within the siding. Right. Whilst we're here, I'll just pause for a minute and it'll take you for a look around the actual roundhouse. We're not going in here this evening, but we are, as I say, we're outside, so this is another one of the extensions. Part of the extension we're on at the minute. So this is Barrow Hill Roundhouse. Fully recreated with many custom assets to give it that authentic look. So all the roundhouse, you can go inside and operate that as well. We've got the working turntable. Good God. Yeah, everything's in here. There's all sorts. You've got all the smoke, sort of like extractors and stuff like that. Where steam locos obviously sit underneath, and if they were obviously steamed up and stuff like that, they'd extract the smoke out to the top there. You've got sort of access roads there where they would load stuff in. You've also got the access road here as well, where lorries come in and drop down here and obviously unload locos or wagons and coaches and stuff like that. Turntable, I don't know what I was on about there. What else have we got? Please ignore that, by the way. That isn't available like that on the actual store version. There was an update. I just haven't got the updated version. I need to grab that off Mark. We did a fix a couple of weeks ago where this platform was extended to where it should be. So I just need to grab the updated model and put that in. I forgot all about that, to be quite honest. You've got Staveley engine shed signal box there as well. This came from the Pinkston line at Pinkston, so it was relocated. Not far away, because Pinkston's not too far from here either. What's the Easter egg? There is an Easter egg on here somewhere. I'm not telling you where. You've got to find it. It's all part of the fun. It's also got the short demonstration line as well, which goes up here. I've never actually been to Barrow Hill. I need to go. Obviously, once everything's opened up again and we're allowed to move around, I'd love to come and visit, definitely. But yeah, that is the Barrow Hill Roundhouse. Wonder if you ever see EMR locos pulling EMT coaches. Yeah, never know. Probably not though. They're sort of going for new trains, aren't they now, EMR? Is it the BIMO stuff, whatever? It's the 80X series. IETs. Right, come back out of here because we're going to be uncoupling. Uncouple the wagons and then move forward to Barrow Hill North Head Shunt. Would highly recommend the beer festival when it's not cancelled. I saw some pictures on Flickr when we were doing our research for the turntable and that. There was loads of pictures of that actual, like the beer festival do. It looked absolutely brilliant. I'd love to go and have a go at that. 810s, that's what they are, isn't it? There's that many different IETs that are coming to like to the railways. They're all different classes, aren't they? Right, let's pull forward. I think as I said it more than once now, I keep trying not to say it. I'm going to stop here. Not go too far because otherwise we're in the bushes. Turn all that off. Put the tail lamps on. Change ends and then head through Reception Road 1. We'll head down to Chesterfield where another cab change will be required so we can depart north. Right. Instrument lights, want them on. Off we go. If the should have went into the bush, it would be camouflaged. We would. We would. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is that doing that? Well, that's a bit bizarre.
Going back upstairs now.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. That's definitely not supposed to happen because they're automatic points. I can only apologise. I'll have to double check that and see what's going on, but that's not supposed to happen. I'll open the next now. I'm going to double check that in the map just to see what's going on there. Bear me 2 moments, guys. Right, I am back. I'm in the next scenario. I'm just double checking on the map at that. So you can see the yard. So we were over here, this head shunt, where my mouse is now. That's where we changed ends. As we've come back across, what it should have done, it should have routed us down reception 1, which is what was in the path. But for some reason it's pointed us across. But they are actually automatic points, so we can't actually physically change them points. So I'm going to have to double check into that and see what's actually going on. I'll have a look at that tomorrow. But not to worry, I will solve the mystery. That is TS. Right, we're on the second scenario. So this is the new measurement train. Good afternoon, driver. Please prepare our cab for a 14:11 departure to Derby. We'll be running non-stop, but should expect to follow another service en route. We can pull up to the signal and prepare for departure. Right. So this is new measurement train for the viewer who was asking about it before. You may have seen this up and down the network. Flying Banana is the other name it's given, isn't it? Yeah. Just held at this signal here currently. This is another MML add-on, yes. This is Derby, Nottingham, Leicester. Also available as a standalone product. So we're just waiting for the HST to move along, then we'll be able to take off from Leicester. Whilst we're here, let's have a quick look round and I'll just pause for a second to show you guys the station area. So great extensive details been put into Leicester. It's quite a vast place as well. Give you that city look. The route does continue for about a mile south as well, giving you a bit of a run into Leicester if you wish to start your own scenarios from outside. So you can literally start them from like the signal block here and drive in. Yeah, I think it's the football ground. It's not a custom to the route. It's just one that was already in our library. We should just put in there. I'm not sure it's football or rugby, to be honest. I'm not a man of sport. I'm sure someone else can tell you if it's football or rugby. I just know there's a ground there, so I'll put one. How realistically accurate are the buildings at Leicester? I mean, not all of them are correct. You can't get every single custom asset, but there is a number of custom buildings around the area. For example, These are all custom to the area. Anything you see from the station area, so that's a custom, that's custom, that's a custom asset. There's another one somewhere as well. So this is a custom asset. This big block of flats. You've also got the station, of course. The cutting's all custom. You've got the college as well. This is a custom asset. Of course, you've got the Leicester LIP and the power signal box. Again, that's another custom to the area. It's just you just can't do every single asset. You'd be there forever. But placement of what we've got in there is a very close representation of what's there. So car showrooms are definitely here. So all this sort of stuff. There's car parts there as well. They've got retail as well there. So they're all the same sort of style of buildings. So it gives you that look of what you're trying to achieve. Voldo. Any of our routes got any station announcements we're looking to update in the future? I mean, if we ever get hold of any recordings that we can do as sound domes, then we can do stuff like that. The route that's got the most closest sort of thing to proper announcements, like passenger announcements, is the Met Line. That's got custom recordings at each station, so when you're at the station area you will hear ambient sounds from that station. Pride Park's definitely in there. That one's on the way. You can see that on the way to Derby. I think Mollison's is on the Met Line, possibly on something else as well. I'm going to take the power off a minute because we are on a single yellow. Onto a red as well. Oh, we've gone yellow. There is other car showrooms. I'm not sure if we'll see them on this section of route. There possibly maybe one at Long Eaton. Again, I don't know if that's another Voldo or not, but there is 3 different brands that Will did. That looks good. Glad to wear that. Also loving the custom for the Chesterfield Cookie Spire. That's one of the ones that you can see as well on the way to the station. It's a very notable asset, that. You can see for a good distance as well on the way in. So we were on a single yellow, so I'm not going to race to this next signal because knowing my local race there, I'll have to stop anyway, so we're just going to take it easy. Hopefully it should be at least yellow by the time we reach it. So this scenario as well is set in 2007. And it's one that does come with Derby, Nottingham and Leicester. Can't quite see the next signal just yet. Yeah, that's changed. I've just tabbed. Which ones are they? Grey warehouses with red lines. Do you mean these? Sure, is that what you mean? That one, it's a generic one. It's just in the sort of similar shape that was there. We do have a lot of generic buildings to represent sort of what should be there. We can do full permitted speed on this working. Class 43 is permitted for 125. Barrow, thank you very much for the like. Good evening. Size to the station, just going to be behind the class 66 there. Good evening, Pete. How are you doing, mate? Welcome. Good stuff. Good to hear. We've just gone past pies as well, so that's another custom asset to the route, which is somewhere here. Pies factory. Any routes on train sim that run next to a canal? We have some canals on this route. We don't run alongside as such. We do cross it over a few times, coming up in a little bit. Trent Junction. I think what other routes is available do have canals. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of it off the top of my head. Towards Salby at the moment, so that's the platforms and the slow lines. So you'll see just on that side there. Got Mount Sorrel gypsum plant as well, just coming up into the distance there, straight ahead. We've also got the Mount Sorrel loading facility as well for the main line. Should be on our left hand side shortly for the aggregates. Hello, Casey. I think we might create a fictional scene. Slow heritage line winding around the canals and countryside. That sounds quite good. Can't go wrong with a bit of route building. This is the Midland Main Line, Derby, Nottingham and Leicester extension. So it's the extension to the SD Sheffield Derby route. Available as a standalone or extension. actually on the slow lines there as well, held at the signal for the freight. Quiet Fox 09, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening. So the link again that's just popping out now is it'll take you down to the Midland Main Line page, and you can find our offers on there as well through the product range. 25% off on selected MML routes and extensions. Brushworks to the right hand side as well. There are assets that start with com. Do you know what route these belong to? Do you mean com as in comms box, like GSMR mass box? I think they come with various DGG routes. Possibly, I think. Hey Jake, go ahead. Question away. How to get an API key to work? You need to set it up via Google. You have to put payment method in, and then you'll get the key. Input the key into TS in this Google settings, and it'll work pretty much. It's changed a bit since when I did it. I didn't have to put the payment details when I did mine. So I don't really know the full process of how the payment side works, as my key's been one that's been done for that 8 or so years. But that is the sort of gist of how it works. Down to 110 for a short while. Back up to 120. No worries, Dean. Just going through Sutton, Bonington, Cutting at the moment. Coming towards East Midlands Parkway. Although you'll have to sort of blink because at 2007, I don't think the station was actually there then. I don't think. It might have been actually. I can't remember when EMP was built, but there is sort of some scenarios around that you sort of have to blink and just imagine it's not there. Obviously, it's a modern station. I can't remember what it was built. You can see right the power station as well now. If you look sort of right hand side of the window in a minute, you'll see it through the trees. Oh, was it 2009? Right, we need to close our eyes and imagine it's not there then, not this scenario. Just go for my favourite screenshot here. Trace TV at TVS Barn, ciao. Knock some speed off this. We'll come towards Trent Junction. Station's not here, although it is here. It's not here in 2007. I'll take you for a look around the power station, of course, as well. On the station, anyway. So again, this is a fairly modern station. quite an interesting shape and structure as well. Dominated by the old power station. Absolutely huge place. And you can come in here, do what you need to do, unload your trains and stuff, run around and go back out again. Comes with working signals for the actual area as well, which are custom made for this, so they call Totton signals as well, so those are here, which proceed trains through at a slope speed. The coal heap as well. So you've got the coal unloading facilities, and you've got the limestone as well here. And then obviously you come around the back of here. Just virtually just right back around on yourself. That's the coal storage shelter. And then back out again. Certainly one of the largest, if not the largest asset that we've got on any of our routes. And it's all been put together. I agree, Dean. Various routes through the TS library and different companies, there is all sorts of different buildings and houses. We've got a good selection. We do like to add odd houses to the routes every now and then. So if we have a new route, we like to add a couple new little bits and pieces. Just give it a bit more variety. But there's a good range in our set. This is Trent Junction, so anyone was asking for canals before, got the canals that run here, and then we do also run alongside the canal again up here. The scenario name is the new measurement train, Nigel. Comes with DNL, Derby Nottingham Leicester extension. It'll probably be somewhere towards the bottom of the scenario list for DNL. We're for Long Eaton now. There's another car showroom from around this, so we'll see if it's another Volvo or a different one. There you go, there's it. Full double whammy there. Both, that's the other two. So we've got a Citrus for Citroen, and we've also got a Welcome. Yeah, there's 3 different ones. Through Long Eaton Station. Ah, sorry James, we've gone through now. There's a Citroen and another generic one. Custom canals and custom canal lock there as well on that last one we went over. Oh, sword another crossing. .6 miles to Derby. Then we're going to do change of ends, and then head into the Itches Park sidings and make our way. We've got to sort of do a bit of navigating around the yard to get to where we need to go. So there's a few change of ends there. So no problem at all, Nigel. Back up to 115. So again, on next week's stream should be route building, I would have thought. It's sort of coming back around to that time where it's been about a month. So we'll look into doing some more of that on the South Western Expressways, just progressing further along the route. So we see me and other streamers zoom in and out with much more scope than just up and down with the arrows. Yes, you can do both obviously arrows in and out. But yeah, the mouse wheel gives you a bit more free sort of like movement. You can go as far as you want, you don't have to go as far in. On a laptop, I would have thought you'd probably have to plug in like a USB mouse to do it. I don't think you'd be able to do it any other way on a laptop. So you can see Pride Park, Derby football stadium just there. Nigel, not a problem, mate. Thank you very much for joining this evening. Hope you've enjoyed. Good to chat with you as always. Enjoy the telly. Just bringing the speed down now as we approach Derby. We're going to platform 4 for our first change of ends. We've got Derby RTC on the left and Etches Park on the right hand side. Not a problem, Nigel. Thank you, mate. Snaking our way around into the station. So you can carry on further north on this route. You can head to Sheffield, going via Chesterfield, which we went past earlier. Also, the Derwent Valley extends in the north direction from here as well, which is another one of our add-ons. One of the ones which is also on offer. Right. That's that sorted, so we need to change ends. Key back in. Change ends and set back into Etches Park, hedge jump 1. You'll be required to marshal yourself around the yard area to reach hedge jump 1. Please check the points along the way. Let's go. Quick tab of the signal there, just so it gives us permission. We are here. So we're going to stop at 7:12. So just trying to work this out. So you set that and that first. So it's quite a bit of a run round. Ideally, you go straight into hedge jump 2, but you can't actually fit the train into there, so we need to go right around the houses to get to where we need to be. Evening, Cambridge Yorkshireman. How are we doing? Definitely right exit. Don't know no boo-boos. Quite slow going through the yard. It's a lively 5 miles per hour in a minute. So virtually we're going to go right across up to here, back on ourselves over through the sidings, stopping off here for a minute. Then we're going to head over to here to change ends again, to make our way back up here, all in aid of getting ourselves to that head jump. And then we're going to change again, and we're going to end up over here. It's a fair stagger. Will it ever be extended to Bedford? There definitely is the plan to do it. That is the goal. Hello, Josh. It's not possible to do that, unfortunately. The way the QDs are distributed through our route, it's all one setup. So it'll just tell you either way, because the track comes with the main Sheffield Derby route, so you can still drive them even if you haven't got the scenery. You can actually travel down the bits that haven't if you don't want to do so. But yeah, we can't separate them out per build. Rancid Valenta HST? Shocking. Can't go wrong with a Valenta. No plans to take it down to London, as far as I'm aware. Mainly because there's already a route that covers it. A little bit further. The only thing is we can't fit this thing into that hedge jump. We have to go all the way around. Take a little bit further just to cover clearance. No, that was a different one stretch. That one's been fixed. That was on the class 37, I think it was. But we went into RTC on the other side of the track. I'll take this up a little bit further. Right, so we need to go to siding 12. So that's set. And that one. New carriages, lovely. Would be nice to see. I know what you mean, Dean. It would be cool to see like the computers and stuff in a cab view. In a passenger view, sorry. Yeah, heads out though. Apparently we need to stop here. For whatever reason. Just going to double check my point work, which is a good shout. So that needs changing. Then we're set for that. Plenty of sidings here for your trains to go in. Loads over there as well. RCC, you can plonk stuff in. There are some scenarios over on that side as well, which start and end there. Oh, there's nothing worse than getting a bit of coal in your eyes. On a heads out, you have to take some ski goggles and put them on, so that way you won't get anything in your eye. No matter how well you shield your eyes, you still manage to get something in your eye. So I don't know the full reason as to why this comes here, not over to RTC. Maybe it came over here for refueling, because this is going to the fuel road. Alright, just going to make sure we clear these points. And then we'll change again. To be fair, I might just stick it into reverse and just reverse it back over. We get the gist, don't we? Right, there we are. Just double check this. It should change after the task. This is an automatic set of points. Yep. Just going to double check that we are set, so we're not set there or there or there, and that takes us through. So happy the 153 exists. I'm working with someone on Shrewsbury to crew extension for Welsh Marches line. And 153 is the main train that works that section. Excellent, I see. That sounds good. That does sound like a good little project. I'm glad that we've got a train that obviously works for that line for you as well. So we're up to the head jump, and then we're down to here. We're nearly there, guys. So it's a bit of a stagger. Teresa Guy, good evening, how are you doing? F1 Lover 21, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening to you. Yeah, I know. I should have changed ends again, but we're backwards and forwards over through the yard, so I've just left it as well. I'm just reversing. They're set for the next way when we go back in a minute. It's the first time I've actually been all the way up here in the yard. It's quite hard work to get to. You've got to think, does this train fit in this siding to get to there? And all that when you're making the scenario. So you need to make sure that your train is long enough to go into that head shunt to get across to where you need to be. No, we're not just doing backwards and forwards. We've actually come from Leicester. It's just we're taking this HST to the fueling road, but we've got to literally go backwards and forwards through the yard to get to where we need to be. Because the train's too long to go into this other head shunt. If we was in the right size of length of train, we would have been alright to go into this other head shunt, and we could have then just literally gone across. But because it's too long, we'd never have been able to fit in there to go straight over. So we've had to come in, go across, back over there, and up here, around the houses. We're nearly there. You can watch back though, Michael, don't worry. So YouTube and Twitch and Facebook will hold the streams. Twitch stays on for a couple of weeks and then the other ones stay there for always. Unless someone removes them, but you should still always stay there. I don't think so, Stretch. I've not seen any other versions of St. Pancras, just the one that DTG have done. No worries. I'm not changing my points. This time it was my fault. And that's that. Let's go back again. Chris McBride, good evening. It's all fun and games. I was looking to see if I could get across any other way, but you can't get over. So I have to go this way. I'm just going to knit this back a bit and then go back that way. Just Trains his first ever DLC. Oh god. For Train Simulator, God, I don't actually know the answer to that because I've only been here for a couple of years. For Train Simulator itself, TS Classic, I think it was something like the Class 66 in Isle of Wight and 08 pack. There was a pack that came out. I do remember buying it many years ago. Most certainly something like that. If Scott's here, he may be able to give you that proper answer. Obviously, they've been going a lot longer than just TS Classic. There's stuff that's been done for MSTS and stuff as well in the past, and trains with a Z. But I do remember the old Class 66 in Isle of Wight going through JT. You'd be happy to know that we are actually going to the right side of him. It would appear so. I used to love the old 66 in the Isle of Wight and the 08 pack. Brilliant. It was great. The first DLC, I think it was the first DLC probably that came out as well. Back in the days. early days. We have made it though, guys. We have made it. Quite a stagger, but we did it. Hope you enjoyed it this evening, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back again next Monday. Route building is the one I think it's going to be, so it'll be South Western Expressways on that. I would have thought Will may be with us on that one as well, so do look out for our next plan to pop up later in the week. Take it easy, have a good week, and we'll see you next Monday. Sean, good evening. I'm very well, but we're off. You just missed us, mate. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much, and don't forget, you can catch the offers. Those will be running through the week. If you've not got any of the MML stuff, that link there that's just popping through now will take you to where all the goodies are. So there's 25% off on selected products. If you've not got any of them, do go and take a look. Take care, guys, and see you on the next one.